Getting distances. It is simple to get any distance that you might need to make your best decision on the golf course. And you can get basic distances right from the lock screen of your phone. You'll see caddy suggestions and plays like distances right there from your lock screen. If you need more information, just tap on the live activity to open the app and you can get distances to anything you need. You'll see quick distances to the front, middle, and back of the green in the top left of the app. You can tap on that. It's actually a button to quickly zoom into the green for a better look. Tap on it again to zoom back out. You may also see little pop-up bubbles throughout the hole that give you distances to points of interest, things like bunkers, hazards, layup areas. If you need more information, you can tap anywhere on the phone screen to bring up a movable target. The target can be moved by long pressing until you see it shift and feel a slight haptic vibration, and then you'll drag it to whatever you want a distance to. Alternatively, you can just drag or pan the map and the target will stay in the center of the screen while you move the map below it to get the object that you want a distance to underneath the target. This is particularly good for those of us that have bigger fingers or need more room to see what they're looking at. As you move that target, you'll start to see distances on the left-hand side of the screen. The numbers on the left in the middle are the distances from yourself or the tee box to the selected target. You'll see two numbers. On top, there's the caddy adjusted number, taking into account weather and elevation for a plays-like distance. The number below is the raw GPS distance. That's as the crow flies, no adjustment at all. On the right of that, you'll see the club suggestion to hit that target. So you're getting not only an adjusted distance to your target, but the club that the caddy suggests for you to get there. Towards the top of the screen, you'll see the distances from your selected target to the pin. Similarly, you'll see adjusted distances. This is effectively what you would have left if you successfully hit your target. Both caddy adjusted numbers and raw GPS numbers, including the expected club that you'd have left into the green. In the middle of the GPS screen, you're going to start to see dispersion boxes representing where each club might go if you aimed at that target. You'll see the club marked near the dispersion box, including the adjusted distance that we would expect that club to go given elevation and wind conditions. The size of that dispersion box is set up in your bag when you set up your golf clubs. The caddy will occasionally give you suggestions to change those dispersion numbers in between rounds, but it's set up in your bag. Looking at these dispersion boxes is super helpful for choosing a target because it gives you an idea of where else the ball might go if you hit that target. So it'll let you know if you're bringing that bunker or that hazard into play by selecting a particular target. You might be asking, why aren't the dispersion boxes these nice little slanted ovals that you see in other apps or on the driving range? Well, because real golf isn't a driving range. Once you introduce uneven lies, rough, sand, all the different variables that golf has, we don't tend to hit our golf ball in this nice little predictable slanted oval. In fact, our dispersions get quite a bit bigger when we get to the actual golf course. That's why we use dispersion boxes that you can think of as landing areas. Because golf is a combination of carry and roll to get to a target, we show you an uncertainty box that takes into account variations in your carry distance and the roll that you might have to show that this ball could end up anywhere in that dispersion box. That's why our dispersions are not little nice slanted ovals. Golf is not little nice slanted ovals. Lastly, on the right-hand side, you'll see the strokes gained versus a pro if you hit your target. This is useful when you're trying to educate yourself why the caddy might be selecting a certain target, or when you're trying to make a decision on the trade-off between being aggressive and bringing that bunker into play and not. If you put the target over that bunker, you'll see just how many strokes you might lose if you hit it in that bunker versus how many you might gain if you hit it in the fairway. This is great to quickly learn the value of selecting certain targets and the trade-offs you might make bringing certain things into play. And it's as simple as that to get distances to anything you need on the golf course to help you make the best decisions. Keep in mind that some of these features are only available with a subscription and may not be available in tournament mode.